Hello friends, Megan here, and this is Jessie.
Hey everybody! Whoa, Megan, that is a big book. Did you read the whole thing?
I sure did, and later I'll return it to the library.
Megan, that book looks a little boring. There's no pictures of superheroes or spaceships on the outside.
It's true. The outside of this book doesn't look that exciting, but what's most important is the story inside the book. And this story was full of action and adventure. That reminds me of our Bible story. When God chose David to become the king of Israel, people were a little surprised and confused because David did not look like a king on the outside.
Was it because he didn't have a crown? Kings usually had crowns.
It was because David was the youngest son in his family and he took care of sheep. On the outside, David didn't look like someone God would choose to be king. Thankfully, God doesn't just look at the outside.
So why did God choose David?
Well, God chose David because he knew David's heart. What was on the inside? David loved God and wanted to praise him. God knew David would be a great king, even when no one else did. Watch with me to learn more about when Samuel anointed David.
Saul was not going to be king of Israel anymore. He had disobeyed God, and it was time for Israel to have a new king, a better king. God told Samuel to fill a horn with oil and visit a man in Bethlehem. The man's name was Jesse. Jesse had 8 sons, and one of Jesse's sons would be Israel's king. Samuel did what God told him to do. He went to Bethlehem to meet with Jesse and his sons. Jesse's oldest son was tall and handsome. This must be the one God chose to be king, Samuel thought. Samuel, he's not the one, God said. Do not pay attention to what he looks like. You look at what you can see on the outside, but I see the heart. One by one, Samuel met Jesse's sons, but God had not chosen any of them. Do you have any more sons? Samuel asked. Yes, Jesse said. My youngest son, David, is in the field taking care of the sheep. Jesse sent for David. When David arrived, God told Samuel, he's the one. Samuel poured oil on David's head to show that God had chosen David to be the next king. Then Samuel went home. God's choice of David to be Israel's next king was surprising. David was the youngest in his family, but God saw David's heart. When Jesus came to earth, he seemed like a surprising choice for a king. Jesus is the perfect king who saves us from our sin and reigns forever.